Back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you can see future videos, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all the love and support that you show me on a consistent basis. Let me slow down. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Cheyenne. I'm the face behind and founder of Soulful Soothe. Today's video, as the title suggests, is going to be a reading for the full moon in Pisces happening on today, September 10th. I did pull the charts, so I will be going over some of the other transits that could be affecting you at the moment. Don't worry, they're not all bad. I know Mercury is in retrograde as of yesterday. If you haven't checked that video out, go ahead. I'll leave a timestamp or a sticker thing up there so you can check that one out as well. It goes really in detail, week by week, some of the other major transits that could be affecting you, as well as the retrograde. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first transit I wanted to talk about is a very positive one, it seems. Pluto, well, okay, let me back up. First of all of the bigger planets that are on the outside of our solar system are currently retrograde. What does this mean? So this means that on a global scale, there's a lot of shit happening, a lot of shit popping off. Why? Because the planets that are on the outside of that ring, they affect large groups of people, collectives, more so than they affect individuals. The planets that are closer to the sun and closer in the inner rings, those affect more of the individual, and they tell you more specifics about a person's character or how they think, how they view the world. So with that being said, Pluto in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn sextiles Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is also in retrograde. What does this mean? This means that you could see large companies, governments, groups of people having more peace and more an easier time when it comes to conflict, solely because Neptune and Pisces is all about like the dreaminess of everything and romanticizing things, right? And Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto is a planet that likes transformation. It likes to switch things up. It does rule Scorpio, which is all about the death, rebirth, death cycle. But it's in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is stubborn. Like most or all of the earth signs, Capricorn does not like a bunch of change. It doesn't like to switch things up. So seeing Pluto as a planet that wants to transform things, make major shifts, major changes in a sign that wants things stable for the long term and not to switch things up. Sextiling, meaning an easy transit, not easy in the sense of like you'll feel it easy, but like whatever happens during this time calls for a better outcome in the long run. When we see those two astral bodies interacting in a sextile, like I said, it's just going to be more smooth running in the long term. Now, because Saturn is still retrograde, Jupiter is still retrograde, I do expect to see some challenges because it's just life. But Saturn is a harsh teacher, and Jupiter kind of rules our luck and the luck that we see on a daily basis in the collective. And so there's still going to be some challenges, but these challenges in the long run, whatever comes up during this time, is going to be healing and actually more beneficial for the collective. The moon is going to be squaring, Mars in Gemini. Squares are often challenging transits. However, I do see this being this does kind of whisper conflict to me, but Mars in Gemini is, to me, this speaks more so about how you're going about getting information. To me, this means that you could be more assertive than usual. and asking questions that you need pertinent information about. That's all I'm gonna say about that transit for now. Also, Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Libra, another air sign, does trine Mars in Gemini. So what this signifies to me is wordplay, a wordplay of sorts. So Gemini energy is all about knowledge and information just to have it. And Gemini, especially if you've ever encountered a Gemini, they tend to ask a lot of questions. They're very curious. They just want to know things. So that's what I'm seeing astrology wise. Now we are going to dive into the messages that Spirit has for us. I will be working with the Moonology Manifestations deck and I don't have the book, but this is the Mermaid Tarot. Just to see what Spirit has for us. I am going to upload a third video this week with just me talking about some of the downloads I've gotten. If you couldn't tell by the speed of my speech, I'm a little pressed for time, but I do want to spend some quality time with y'all talking through these downloads that I've received, because I do believe that they're super, super important. So let's get into the prayer and then the cards. Dear Divine, thank you so much for the ways that you support us, the love that you show us on a consistent basis. Thank you for this time that we are allowed to spend together virtually. Thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us and for keeping us safe in the middle of all the crazy shit that's happening. Right now, as I work with the tarot, I ask that you would mitigate my own bias and anything that may personally come in and try to affect this reading. I ask that you would exalt your messages loud and clear, that my ears are open, my eyes are open, my brain is open, my crown chakra is open to receive the messages for the people. With so much love in our hearts, gratitude on our lips, and clarity in our minds, we say thank you. All right, so I did try to record this reading 3 times before, and a message that was coming through pretty strongly was this someone tussling and having a hard time picking a path based on longevity, like making decisions for the long term and for your long-term future and abundance and prosperity and connection, versus striking while the iron is hot. There's also this message of a need for balance and restoration within. So Pisces energy can be very empathetic. That's the best word that I can use right now. That's the only word I can think of that kind of encapsulates Pisces energy. But Pisces, when I say empathetic, what I'm meaning is that not only does Pisces listen to you and understand that you're going through shit and that you have problems, Pisces energy also feels that shit very heavily. And so because Pisces energy feels that shit very heavy, and Pisces just wants to swim and play in the ocean and just have fun in the water. Yes, Pisces can go very, very deep into the ocean, but you know, Pisces, we just want to have a good time. You know, we like to kiki, we like to laugh, we like to joke, you know, we like feeling good. But because things can be too much, too deep, too intense at times, Pisces energy also loves to escape. And that's where we get the negative traits of being more susceptible to vices and addictive behavioral patterns. So this could be drinking, emotional eating, drugging, clubbing, sexing, all of those things, all of those negative things. So I'm just gonna pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck to start off and see what Spirit has for us outside of those messages. Like I said, I want to do a longer video this week talking about the downloads that I received. Yeah, that's that. Oh, I fucking love this. I love this. This is beautiful. So the two cards that we have out are duplicities. They are sister signs. We have Virgo energy and Pisces energy on the board. First card that we have is full moon in Virgo, inspired to take action. And we also have the first quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. So those two cards to me kind of speak to that energy that I was picking up on, of like a need for restoration and balance within, like giving too much to other people and needing to call your energy back within to yourself. This also feels like spending quality time with yourself in elements in nature. So if you can get to some water or even to a park, as you see I'm currently at a park, if you can get to those two places and just chill out for a second, I feel like you're going to receive important information. Also, I do want to know, even though we have this card that says take inspired action, that's a very specific message to the type of action that needs to be taken. So this is not a busybody sort of time. This is not you trying to tap into a lot of busy work or just hanging out with people to hang out with people, or just being around people just to be around them. This is you intentionally focusing on your healing and focusing on yourself. We did have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, this speaks to not doing a lot of heavy work. This feels like the action that you need to be taking right now is to secure your foundation, your stability, to secure your livelihood, I'm hearing. I'm going to show you the card in a second, but what's on the card is there's three people and a bunch of like fairies and butterflies and stuff, and they're all working, they're all doing things. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is not a time for busy work and being around people just to be around them. Like, this is a time that you need to be super intentional. Ten of Cups in reverse as well. This card did come out earlier too, so that's interesting. One more card, please, Spirit. What is this? The Knight of Cups. So it seems like there's this part of you that just wants to be there already. Like you, what I was saying earlier about like this person like trying to make a decision between the long term, like taking actions for longevity versus striking while the iron is hot, like making quick trendy decisions. This to me is talking to your need to tend to yourself, and like I know that that's easier said than done, but basically the message is that you need to be more intentional about that, and it's going to take longer than you've been expecting. So it's not like, oh, you just need to go take a nap and eat a cheeseburger and then you're back to normal. Like, this is you taking significant time away to yourself. The Knight of Cups is here as well. So to me, this speaks to a message is coming in. And like I said earlier, like the more time that you spend alone and spend with yourself, really tapping into your heart and making sure that everything is squared away with you, you will get those messages. Now, because this is the energy of cups, this is emotional. So this could be emotional healing that needs to take place. I'm feeling, seeing heart chakra right now. So tapping into that energy of the heart chakra and healing your heart. For this collective, I've been picking up a lot on matters of the mind, matters of the heart. That's been a consistent message for the last several months. So again, that okay, I paused this video so that you can hear on the next clip the woman that I said y'all need to pray for. Listen at what she says. She was intentional about saying this. She said it twice. Listen. Theme of balancing those out. So that is very, very interesting. What else? Let's see. I'm really picking up on heart chakra. That's the biggest thing that I'm feeling. Spirit, do you have another message for the collective? Or is this it? Pay attention to animal totems. So if you're seeing animals or bugs that you don't normally see, there could be a message there. I was specifically picking up on the seal, the whale, and dragonfly. I'm also seeing a lot of white, which can signify purity, a need for cleansing. This is a great time to take a spiritual bath to just get rid of the gunk and everything energetically that could be a blockage. So as I was saying, balance, the card that flipped out was Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this, again, is beating a dead horse. Like, this is not a time for you to be just being around people just to be around them, like going to the club just because it's what you do every Friday night. Like, it's time to restore the energy within. It's time to get back to what your needs are and make sure that you're healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, in all areas of your life. So that is the reading for today, my loves. I love you so much. You know where to find me if you need me. I did take some time off IG for the week, but I will be back next week. What else? I haven't been on Twitter a lot lately, so you won't find me there. Oh, the website is back open. So if you do need to book a personal reading, a consultation, or coaching session, I am available for that. You'll also find my price list on the website as well. And like I said, I will be doing a video talking about like downloads and messages that I've received within the last week for the collective. I just wanted to spend more personal, private time with y'all. But today I don't have the time to go into all of that. So expect that. I think I'm gonna do that like first thing in the week. So probably Monday or Tuesday, you can expect that. All right, my loves, I will see you on the next video. Ciao.